We are talking about reusable reusable components. Okay? Let me just bring out my mas madali pala si Kwan. Mas madali si Canva. Canva na nga lang ako. Let me use Canva as board because I ran out of ink. Whiteboard. Okay, so we were tackling about reusable components. There are parts of our application interface. We are talking about the interface. Okay, there are parts in there that are redundant. Okay, we have redundant parts or components that we can just convert them into reusable components and inject them to wherever they are needed. Okay, reusable component injected. Okay, rather than redundantly writing the same code in all of the pages of our application where they are required. So this is more efficient way of doing things. So yesterday we were talking about master layout. Master layout wherein is that what we talked yesterday? Yeah. But we have partials that are injected. Okay, what we were talking yesterday were basically partials or components that are injected injected. Okay, this is basically called component first. We create the component first approach. This is the first approach, and then inject them to the file where they are required. Okay, the second approach is overall layout with injected. Basically, they are complementary to each other. Okay, they complement each other. We have the overall, or we can say master layout with injected components. Okay, let me just have a recap of what we talked about yesterday. Say, for example, I have here my page. Okay, I have here my page. Looks like that. It's a rectangle. Okay, typically a page can have a nav bar. Okay, and there is also this what we call footer. Okay, with the component first approach, we're going to, let me just change this color. Okay, we're going to create a separate file for this. Okay, how are we going to do that? We're going to have a separate file for this. Okay, separate file. Even this one, we're going to have a separate file for that. And with this page that requires those partials, we just have to inject them. Okay, we just have to inject them into the master layout. So this is basically first component first approach. This is component first approach. Okay, we're going to inject this toward that, but this is a separate file. Same is true with our bottom component, which is the profile. We are just injecting them. So this corresponds to the partials that are injected to the overall layout. Basically, they are just reverse. Reverse lang ito, magpabaliktad. Or we can go with the overall layout, which what we are going to tackle today, and inject the components. Yeah, inject the components later on. So these two approaches is just a matter of order. Okay, let me just master layout approach. Okay. The difference of these two approaches is just the order of what you deal with first. Okay. In the first one, you deal with the component first, and then place that in the layout you want them to be included in. The second one is you work on the overall layout first, and then for pages and application, you just have to use that layout, and you're going to place the dynamic content. We're going to do that right now in our current project. You can follow this setup sa coffee ordering program nyo. So we started working on the layout, by the way. I'm just going to complete that later on. But for now, what I will do is, instead of continuing with this, I'm just going to create a rough layout, okay, a master layout that contains a sidebar for menus, and then a main area where dynamic content will be placed. That's what we are going to do. So I'm just going to structure them using this visualization tool. Okay, say for example, um, this time I'm going to use the second approach. Okay, I will build this one. Okay, say this is my page. This is now the second approach. Okay, pay attention to how am I going to explain this. So I'm not just providing to you the code, but I'm trying to make you understand how those codes works. That's important with you guys. Okay, let me remind you again, it's so easy to produce code, but it's so hard to understand them if you just copy and paste them. So I'm giving you the I'm giving you this time so you can understand it fully before you're going to, what do you call this, so that you can work on the next activity or projects with understanding other than just copy pasting code. Okay, say this is the whole layout. Okay, this is the whole layout, and then we have there, just going to label this like that. This is the header. I'm just going to change the color of that. Wait. Ayan. Then I'll create a, hindi pala ganito yung layout natin. Sorry. I'm just going to abide with the layout that we're going to create. This is the sidebar. Okay. Then we have there the menus in here. Those are the menus. And I'm just going to change its color. Say it's this. Okay. And then I'm going to create a placeholder. What do you mean by placeholder? Aside from the placeholder attribute that you have with HTML field, I'm going to make this like this one, but the color is grayish, gray, and then the background is just a subtle white or subtle gray, just like this one. I'm gonna change the okay. This is the master layout. I'm going to label this dynamic contents go here for individual routes or pages. Okay. Can you spot the difference? So that when I go, say for example with the page, of the route. Gawa nga tayo ng route. Yan. For example, this is the route new, which is our pangalan nito, our create form. Now, that new will render an HTML called create.html that only contain form. This only contains form. Now, what we will do is, say this is the form. What we will do is, we're going to call the master layout and place this inside that. Okay? Instead of the first approach, which is we're going to build the whole component. We are going to build smaller individual components and then use them in every pages that require them. This is the first approach. But for the master or overall layout, we create an overall layout already, and we just have to use that in every pages. In every pages, what will be just be created will be the dynamic content that we will put in the placeholder. This will go here. Nakita nyo yung difference? Oh, this will go here. Okay? This is the overall layout, right? We place those individual component files. Let me just name this here. And let me have nav.html. This one. Let me just label them so you can see the difference. Footer.html. And then this is the /new, or this is the create.html. That's basically the difference of these two approach. Okay. As you can see, I have here the whole document in the create.html, which is bigger. And I pull in nav.html to be placed at the top. Same is true with the footer. I pull in, or I inject them into this to take this position, and then this is the dynamic content. Now, in the overall layout approach, I will have a master layout prepared already that will be used by multiple pages. When I go create HTML, I'm just going to build the specific content, which is the form, and reference this, place this form in that placeholder. In this case, we're going to combine this approach. We're going to begin using this overall master layout. And then for smaller components later on, we're just going to use injections or partials that are injected into them later on. Like for example, we will need a button. Let me have a button here. Say, for example, a beautifully styled button. We can make a universal button. Okay, let me just change the color of this. Bahala kayo pag makinig kayo, ha. Okay, this is the button, say for example, which is again another component we can create like that. And then what we will do is we can do the same thing here. We can inject it in this form. Okay, in that case, we have referenced a component to be used in here, and I'm going to call this save, something like that. Okay, we're going to do this approach first, overall layout first, and then inject dynamic contents, and then in those individual pages or contents, dynamic contents, we can also have the option of injecting partials into it. So we can modularize. This thing basically is following the concept of modularization. What do you mean by modularization? You break down the whole design into smaller components to increase reusability and avoid redundancy. Okay? Para ma-avoid natin yung redundancy. Now, how are we going to put that in code? So what I will do, I'm just going to create here a folder. I'm just going to name it layout. Okay, this will be the overall layout. I will just drag this layout there. Okay, refactor, and I'm going to rename it to master to make it the primary. I'm going to name it master because I want it to be the primary layout that I'm going to use. Now I can use, this is basically the concept of themable page. Pag pumunta kayo sa isang page, you can basically change the theme, right? Pwede kayong magbago-bago ng theme, yung layout, depende sa taste mo. Naka-encounter na ba kayo ng ganun na pages? Si Facebook, you cannot alter the layout. Nung time namin, narinig niyo yung Friendster? Narinig mo? Tanda ka na pala. Yung Friendster nun, you can theme it. Pwede kang mag-upload ng background color and so on and so forth. Para magawa mo yun, para magawa natin yun. Wait nga lang. Okay, gawin na natin. So first, I'm not going to take care about this. Malaga, meron ako yan. Tingnan nga natin kung ano ang itsura niya. So this is the master layout, right? Ano kaya ang itsura ng master layout? So what I will do is I'm going to try and render this. Re-render ko siya. So I will go to student controller. Look at this one. I'm going to change this one. It's now in the layout / master. I'm going to run this one. Okay. So let me just see what does our layout looks like right now. I'm not going to continue on the CSS. We will deal with that later on the web dev. Git localhost 8000 /home. Okay, we have this already. slash home. So you have this. The only problem is it did not apply the CSS already. If you cannot, why? What's the reason? Bakit hindi niya na mahanap yung CSS? You can inspect if the CSS is being loaded or not. Yeah, it's basically loaded. We have it here. But the problem is, the image is not, yung image ay hindi na siya naka-resize. That could be the problem. The IMG. Set na natin yung size niya. Di pala natin ito natapos nung nakaraan. Okay, how do we select this in CSS? Anybody from the class who can give me the selector for the image? A higher specificity selector. No one from the class? Charles, what is the selector for this? I want to target image so I can resize it because it's too big. It's water. Charles, what is the selector for this? Image like that? Mr. Lim, can you tell us the selector? It's okay. Okay, I'm not just going to target IMG because that will target all the IMG. I want to target the IMG that is inside the div of the class brand. Now you don't have to place the div there anymore. That brand is just the same as when you do it like that one div that has that brand class. That's just fine. You can do it like that, or you can just omit it. Okay, I'm just going to set the height. I think the height was 37 pixels. If I can remember. Width is auto. Say, okay. I'm just going to deal with that just to have a fix of this one because it's too big. Now the problem is it did not work. Was it brand IMG? It's brand, that brand IMG. You can even be more specific by adding aside here. Just like that. This is more specific than just this one. Then just this one. It's just about the specificity, how specific you are selecting an element. But I want to be specific, it should be the brand IMG. But the problem is, it's not reacting. Height is 37 pixel. Width is auto. Baka na-typo na naman ako dito. No effect? Ah? Ah? Did I not rerun it? I thought I ran it. Still no effect. If you're not getting any effect, you can inspect that item and see if no, there's no CSS applied to it. As you can see it. Did I not save it? Let me inspect this one. Let me see if na-carry yung change ng code. Wala. Okay lang, may Bakit? Ah? Sa ulo mo? May period ka? Sige. As you can see, like this. Hindi na-carry yung changes ng layout.css natin. This is strange. Yun, nandun na siya. Oy, ayaw pa rin niya. That brand, ing, refresh. Yun nagtitake effect. Let me try clearing the cookie. Sometimes, refresh, still no effect. That brand img. Did I add it in here? CSS layout, andun naman siya. Come on, help me here, guys. That brand img. That brand img. Wow, ang bira. What's wrong with this? It's working on another browser. The problem is the browser. I think this has something to do with caching. Naka-cache. Ah? Another? The same thing. It's going to... bakit dito? Oh. Okay. Anyway, let's move. I'm just be content with that. What my purpose now is demonstrate to you about this one. That's what will be my focus. Say, imagine this is complete. We will build that later on. I'm just going to go directly and use this layout. So how are we going to do that? To do that, I'm going to edit that master layout and create a placeholder there. Okay, gagawa ko ng placeholder. Nasaan na yun? So I will edit the master HTML and I'm going to place a placeholder. I'm going to place placeholder for content here. So how do we do that? So what we can do is we can have our main or a div.
Okay, so we're going to represent the dynamic content using this way. So we have a div there with th replace time div attribute, and then the content there will be used as a reference in the view file that will use this master layout. Okay, on the index.html, it is where you're going to use the master layout. This is how you're going to reference it. You use the th replace and then layout slash master. That's the file, the path of the master layout. And then um, we have to replace that with HTML. And then in here, we're going to refer to the slot variable. Remember the content that we specify in the master layout. We're going to refer it here just this way. So you specify the slot name or slot variable name. Slot, what I mean with the slot is the placeholder reference which we set in the master layout. And then this will be filled in by the element that is current or present in our context, which is the div, the very first div in line 7. Okay, with that. So in that way, we would be able to replace the master layout placeholder with the content of this index.html. Then we're going to restart the application to see the effect. And then we're going to refresh, log in, and you will see in there the content of the index.html replacing the placeholder that we indicated in the master layout. That's how it works. And not just that, we can also create multiple placeholder. Like for example, we can have a separate CSS for the table, just like that. We have the link slot name or variable name that we can refer to place a another, what do you call this,
While I will share this.
to place another CSS. So it's the styles. Okay, it should be the reference name is link, and then this will be replaced by the link that we're going to create in here. We just have to add the closing tag for body, but this is optional. Even that one, that's optional. Since this is partial, you don't have to make it a complete HTML file, but I'm just adding it there, but that's not necessary. Okay, I'm just basing from a source, but basically you can automatically create the link even without the head tag. Okay, that's an explanation. And then this link element there will replace the newly created placeholder in the master layout that we created. As you can see, the CSS coming, okay, the CSS coming should be able to be placed in here. In the head, it created the CSS style.css. There is no effect because there could be misspelled. It could be misspelled. It should be style.css, not styles.css. Okay, so let's just have to replace that. But since the content of that is also covering the whole page,
Okay.
expect a broken or not so beautiful rendering, but we can fix that. The idea here is we're able to use multiple slots. Okay, refresh, and then relog in, and then there you go. The CSS is also applied because it is injected into the master layout via a second placeholder that we created. That's just the idea behind this.